What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Memphis and everybody in Memphis. Um, I want to speak about Big Jook's funeral and also why I'm so confused as to why Joe Biden would send his condolences to Big Jook on behalf of Yo Gotti and why he would even be involved in that. Or I'm questioning why and how Joe Biden even knows about Yo Gotti or Big Jook. Last I checked, Big Jook was a well known drug dealer. Of course, he got into the music industry and started becoming an executive, a boss, uh, someone who can sign artists. But this man has been involved in Young Dolph's death in so many ways. You know, he has definitely mocked his death. He has definitely um, created folly around Dolph. He would uplift certain PRE artists, but then he will diss Dolph. He'll say, yeah, man, shout out to you little artists, but that dude in the middle right there, oh yeah, he a bitch. This dude, Joe Biden, man, he's losing a whole lot of credibility. I mean, even if he did know them, and even if he has some kind of ties or relationship to Yo Gotti, him even writing a letter or whatever he did to um, let it be known to the people that was involved in that funeral service that he wanted to pay his respects. It just makes me wonder, like, what ties does Yo Gotti really have to not only the industry but just law enforcement? Because how is it that Yo Gotti, with his track record and the stuff that he was involved in, and in the situation where Dolph was killed, how is it that this man can get the whole Memphis police department to come out to protect him? I don't give a damn how much money he has. How does he even have that kind of pull? Was this a higher up thing? Was this Jay-Z making sure that nothing happens to him? A lot of people are being paid off. A lot of people are being compensated to make sure that the way Yo Gotti is moving is protected. I'm not saying like, oh, I want something bad to happen to Yo Gotti, or he should be protected. But as many police officers that were out there, snipers on roofs, all of these people that's on guard to protect Yo Gotti, it just makes me wonder what's really going on. I've said before, I felt like Dolph's death was like an industry play or an industry hit. But seeing the people involved in the aftermath of Big Jook's death, it just makes you wonder, like, okay, who really did kill Big Jook? And it makes you wonder if allegedly Yo Gotti did sacrifice his brother to do away with a particular problem. There was talks that um, Big Jook was going to be questioned in court soon before he got taken out of here. And it was talks that certain people that are in custody or that are incarcerated, or being charged with the murder of Dolph. It is said that allegedly, um, guys are ratting out Big Jook, or guys are saying that Big Jook was involved in dropping a bag on Dolph. But now to see all of the Memphis police highly invested in protecting Yo Gotti, and then to have the president even pay his respects to a street dude like Yo Gotti and Big Jook, it's something bigger going on than we think. Because this don't even make no sense to me at all. And with all of this security surrounding Yo Gotti and all of this protection, it makes you wonder, why didn't they have that protection for Big Jook all along? If they're going to these desperate measures and steps to protect Yo Gotti, why didn't they go through these extra measures to protect Big Jook? I mean, apparently the Memphis police knew that people wanted justice back in blood for the death of young Dolph, because young Dolph is highly respected and loved in Memphis, and people are still devastated by his assassination. And then also you got to ask yourself, well, why didn't Joe Biden pay his respects to young Dolph? Why wasn't it a whole bunch of police and Memphis police and all that stuff there to try to make sure everybody that's connected to Dolph didn't get hurt? So Yo Gotti and Big Jook is more important to the Memphis Police Department and President Biden than young Dolph was. The same guy who turned down 22 million, the same guy who was an independent artist. But because Yo Gotti is industry, and Yo Gotti is a slave to higher ups, elites in a way, allegedly, they go out of their way to protect him. Not Big Jook, but Yo Gotti. Y'all got to peep game, man. There's some unusual, weird stuff going on. I mean, the stuff is like right in our face. But we just got to see it for what it is. As many lies that have been told, as many uh, contradictions and stories and interviews involved in young Dolph's death, you would think more people would have been arrested and more people would have been questioned about Dolph's death. But Maurice, he's not considered a suspect, even though he's lied. We all saw the lies that he told, or we all heard the lies that he told. They interviewed Raven, who wasn't even there on the scene. She made the story and the events that happened on the day of Dolph's assassination, she made that situation seem even more suspect because of stuff she said. Contradictions in her story, her interview. So many different weird things that's going on that it's like, it just makes you wonder, like, what is the deal? Why do we still have yet to see the video? Like, just for example, FBG Duck, we just saw the video of him getting killed in broad daylight downtown, Chicago. They released that footage. So we can see FBG Duck get killed. We can see King Von get killed. We can see Nipsey Hussle get killed. But when it comes to Dolph and recently Big Jook, we can't see nothing. And it's been many times that a lot of us have said we don't have to see Dolph getting killed. All we want to do is just see Dolph getting up, pulling up to Makita's, so we know he was in that car, the Lambo, and we just want to see if he got out of that car and walked into Makita's. I know there's cameras in Makita's. They couldn't show us that where he was standing before the gunman ran up. They can't show us if Dolph's brother was with him, standing right next to him. Why is there so many cover-ups? Why is there so many things that are unanswered? We see all these other industry people and rappers getting gunned down on camera. They show it to the public. But when it comes to Dolph, for some reason, it's a mystery. Oh, no, we don't know, y'all. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. Oh, it's under investigation. It's a lot of cases that are under investigation. We still get to see the video of what happened. We still don't even know if Dolph's brother was really right there, because you got to make it make sense for us. How is it that Dolph gets gunned down, riddled with bullets, and Dolph's brother, who was supposedly, which the news reported this, who was standing right next to him, didn't get touched by one bullet? He avoided all of that gunfire, all of those bullets. We don't know if he really ran out and got his gun to return fire, and we don't know if he was really not in the shop, Makita's cookie shop, and maybe he was in a car somewhere. But still, you got to ask yourself, what the hell was he doing the whole time? If you're there with him, you're supposed to be looking out for him. You know your brother is a high-profile music artist, independent artist. You know that a lot of people, certain people, want to kill him. So if you're there and you already armed, how is it that you don't even use your weapon that you are armed with until the shooters are leaving? Make that make sense for me. This ain't no conspiracy. This is just real talk right here. How is it that the shooters don't shoot Dolph's brother, but Dolph's brother manages to return fire, but only after they already killed him? It all looks staged. And all we can see is still pictures. We see the gas station video, which we can't even, there's no proof that it was even on the same exact day. And all we see is the picture of the shooters approaching the shop, two guys with guns drawn. And then we see another still picture of Dolph's supposed brother returning fire at the white Mercedes. And then you see the video that other people had, the footage of, where you see Dolph dead, lying out, his arm lying out the window of Makita's. But Maurice can mysteriously pulls up right after it happens, but he didn't see nothing. Mr. Rogers pulled up. He just pulled up, but he didn't see nothing. He didn't know nothing. He assumed that Dolph's brother was the shooter, but he wasn't scared for his life. He wasn't worried that Dolph's brother was going to shoot him. So he didn't see the shooters, the guys that really shot Dolph, allegedly. But he tells the media, the news, during the interview, that he thought Dolph's brother was the one that shot up the shop himself. And then they interview his daughter, who was not even on the scene. Supposedly, she was not even there. They didn't interview the employees that were already, who were there, that witnessed it, supposedly. They interviewed Raven, who was somewhere else at another shop. And they interviewed her mom, who was not there either. So how are we supposed to believe anything that they report to us? So when it comes to Dolph, minimal information. When it comes to Big Jook, mystery being investigated. But when it comes to all these other people that we know about in the industry, we can see the whole situation. We can see everything. So y'all gotta just peep game for what it is. How is it that we can see Dolph, King Von? Not King Von. Not Dolph. We can see King Von, Nipsey, FBG Duck, and many other rappers that's out there get killed on camera. But when it comes to Dolph, oh no. It's under investigation. No. We can't release that footage. You can't release the footage of Dolph being shot. You can't release the footage of Dolph pulling up to the shop so we can confirm that he was actually there, or that he actually went in there, pulled up in that Lamborghini, because now we can just make up any kind of theories and conspiracies and say, oh no, they planted that car there. They pulled that car up there, and there's talk that Dolph was already dead. He got kidnapped the night before, supposedly, according to some people, and then they planted his body there, and they staged that situation. So you can't be mad at certain people who say things that some would call a conspiracy theory, because nobody's revealing any information. But there are a lot of sources that say that what's reported is not true. So what is it? But President Biden has to pay his respects to Big Jook and send his condolences to Yo Gotti. Interesting. He's never acknowledged young Dolph, though. This old senile dude, how the hell does old senile man even know who the hell Yo Gotti is? Who told Joe Biden about Yo Gotti? Why did Joe Biden have to go out of his way to even pay his respects to a young man or young men he really don't even truly care about? Let's be real here. Joe Biden don't give a damn about black people like that. And he damn sure don't give a damn about no street dudes who are involved in street business. You got to make it make sense. It don't make no sense at all. But the truth is going to come to light, because even the media and the people that's covering this crap up, they're moving sloppy. It's like, why even report something when people are going to question, they're going to pay attention, and people are going to ask certain things, and they're going to do their own investigations, and they're going to say, this don't even make sense. This don't sound right. Why are they not showing this? Why are they reporting this, but they don't want to show us evidence of this? But God don't like ugly, man. We gonna get down to the bottom of this nonsense that's going on. But it's something really, really fishy going on in Memphis. There's something really, really fishy behind Dolph's death and Big Jook's death. There's something really, really fishy going on around young Yo Gotti and everything that's surrounding him. But for this man to be able to put everybody in Memphis on the Memphis Police Department on payroll to look out for him, and for Joe Biden to even be involved in paying his respects at this funeral, suspicious. Very suspicious. And it just makes me feel like there's something deeper that's going on that we're not aware of. But what I am aware of is there's a lot of cover-ups. There's stuff being covered up around Dolph's death that they probably would never want us to know. And it's some stuff being covered up around Big Jook's death that we're never going to know. Are they going to release the footage of Big Jook being gunned down? We get to see everybody else. We still have yet to see Dolph. Oh, we even saw Mo 3. the situation with Mo before he got killed. But when it comes to Dolph and Big Jook, I'm no. Oh, it's under investigation. It's under investigation. Hey, man, y'all stay awake, man. Y'all stay awake. Keep your eyes open and ask yourself, does this make sense? Does what they report to us make sense? And does it make sense to you that they can give us all of this footage of all these other people getting killed and gunned down in cold blood? But when it comes to Dolph, crickets. When it comes to Big Jook, X-Files. Y'all have a great day.